Today's waifu is Wiz from the Konosuba series, a former badass arch-wizard known as the Ice Queen, and she's the real deal, unlike that dainty Disney version. Everyone just calls her Wiz, and nobody seems to really know her last name, but if I had to take a crack at it, it would probably be Ard. Now a gentle giant in terms of magical power, she leads a calm, simple life as a store owner and maintaining the castle barrier for the Demon King, the so-called final boss of this land. So I guess you could say she's a retired adventurer now, but she was a real something back in the day.
Ooh boy.
I'm Chris Gamefield, self-certified waifu hunter, a man obsessed with analyzing waifus. Kick back, relax, and watch my 10 reasons why Wiz is waifu material. Let's start out with the appearance. Starting from the top, she's got that beautiful and long light brown hair that just flows into place. Wiz has an ahoge. Wait, that sounds dirty. It's that lone spiky strand of hair often seen in anime characters. According to the wiki, it is often most used to identify foolish, bumbling, or carefree characters. That's pretty much Wiz. Actually, if you really think about it, it really describes the chaotic trio. Back in the day, she used to sport a more daring outfit that showed off her midriff and thighs. But ever since becoming a lich, Wiz generally sports a gold-laced purple-rolled outfit, an attempt at a conservative choice. But this comes with a leather strap barely holding everything in. Jeez, it's about to snap. All this is topped off with a batwing-shaped bow tie with a holy cross in the center. How ironic. Oh, and before I forget, I just gotta say it. Man, she's got a huge pair of eyes.
Ooh boy.
Number 9, she's submissive. A waifu that listens to us and does their best to please us is certainly the dream for some. If we had to compare Wiz to furniture, she's pretty much a doormat, a very curvy doormat. Wiz has a submissive personality and can really be a bit of a pushover. She's willing to do almost anything, even if it endangers her life, such as being around and comforting Aqua, when the very fact her holy aura can at any time banish her from existence.
Wiz がなんだか薄くなってるのは気のせいだろうか。
Another example of her being a doormat is the OVA situation of when Kazuma had the deadly wish choker on his neck. You know, the kind that strangles you to death unless you make your wishes come true. Hey, at least it granted us the viewers our wishes.
ほう、これは悪くないな。
Yeah, Wiz just went ahead and gave him a lap pillow at his request, not questioning why his face is facing inside. Take a deep breath, Kazuma, it may be your last. In another episode, when they went to visit her shop, since Aqua has a very strong opinion about the undead, she was acting all sorts of rude. Aqua even took it to another level and tried to vaporize her at first. Aqua also threw her complaints about petty things such as the temperature of her tea, but Wiz never complained back. Now that's a submissive waifu right there. Moving on, number 8. Aside from being submissive, Wiz is just all around nice to everyone, even to those that don't necessarily deserve it. In the visual novel, Wiz saw some dolls of Eris, best girl. Given the expensive price of the doll, she only bought one, but she didn't buy it for herself. Her original intention was to buy one for everyone, but she just gave this one to Kazuma. Aw man, she's so sweet. I haven't really seen Wiz mad, except, well, we'll get to that later. But she usually has the patience for all sorts of shenanigans the gang causes. I also gotta include the times when Beldia the Dullahan constantly rolled his head under her skirt. She just acts shy and doesn't get mad at all, unlike other waifus I know. Number 7, she's clumsy. Wiz can be a bit of a klutz, often a negative trait, but can also be quite charming. Her clumsiness places her in a lot of funny situations. It allows opportunities for us to be the knight in shining armor, rescuing her from herself. Can you imagine what those feel like on your back? One scene that comes to mind from the visual novel, that embarrassing moment when she got herself stuck into a wall and simply couldn't get herself out. Turns out while slipping through the warp hole, her enormous chest and her thighs kept her from going all the way through. Talk about thick. As a bonus for helping her, we got to touch her butt. I mean, how else are we supposed to push her through? Number 6, she can cook. I found it very interesting when I learned that Wiz is actually a great cook. I'm a bit of a chef myself, and I wouldn't trust any of the other 3 in the kitchen. Just imagine, Aqua could flood the kitchen, Darkness hurt herself with the knives, and well, Megumin, you already know why. She'll probably blow up the whole kitchen. In this visual novel scene, Kazuma gets to try Wiz's cooking. Initially thinking it would be a failure like her business, it is in fact superb according to Kazuma. A waifu that is able to prepare delicious food all the time would be a real treat. I only have 3 words for you: breakfast and bed.
Konosuba.
Number 5, Forever Young. Wiz is a lich, and a very fine looking one at that. As a lich, this means that she doesn't age and looks the same forever. Actually, that's all anime characters, right? Besides the point, at least if you're in their world, you won't need to worry about her getting old and wrinkly. Despite the young looks, we know she has a lot of experience, and even has a mother-like side to her. On a side note, she can't have children since she's a lich. I guess that can be considered as a good thing for some, if you know what I mean. Next up at number 4, Wiz is very durable, with durability that rivals the likes of Darkness taking giant fireballs of doom, and Noir from Neptunia, who has the habit of getting smashed by flying goddesses. Just to show you how durable Wiz is, when Vanir and Wiz were working together at the store as business partners, Vanir learned that Wiz has stockpiled some useless products, and well, this really rattled his mask. He ended up using his death ray on her, and as you can tell by the name, the ray leaves most things dead. But not Wiz, cause she's
お前はもう死んでいる。
already dead as a lich. Wiz technically cannot die from normal means because she's already undead. A pretty one at that. The only person with the real capability to banish her from existence is the useless goddess. Career-wise, Wiz used to be an adventurer just like Kazuma and the gang, except better. In her past life, she used to be an arch-wizard, and you can tell that she was really skilled due to the high number of spells she has. She's currently one of the highest ranking Demon King generals, if not the highest. Getting turned into a lich never stopped her from climbing the ranks of her career. I just can't ignore it, but as a business owner, Vanir describes her as dim-witted. Unfortunately, Wiz is useless when it comes to business and money. Her shop hasn't had a single profitable month since it opened, mainly because she sells items that are seemingly useful but have negative side effects like that choker we talked about earlier. Another interesting reason for the shop's struggles is selling endgame equipment, despite being located in a town for beginner adventurers.
ウィズ魔道具店の店主です。一応冒険者の資格を持っているので、私もお手伝いに。
Number 2. Despite the preconception of being a lich, Wiz isn't evil at all, and has become more of a pacifist ever since becoming a lich. Generally, she doesn't like to fight and prefers to resolve things without having to resort to violence, especially when threatened by the useless goddess. This is very evident in the scene where the team confronted the slime boss, but the slime boss wasn't having it, which leads us to our next item on the list. Now at number 1, badass. In the rare, and I mean rare case that she isn't a pacifist, Wiz is a badass magic user.
カースドクリスタルプリズン。皆さん。
Underneath that cute appearance lies an ice queen capable of taking on most foes by herself.
任せてください、アクア様。これでも最上位のアンデッドなのですから。
Just to show you how strong Wiz is, she has an incredibly high mana reserve, as she is still able to cast all sorts of magic, even after casting the infamous explosion magic, unlike someone I know. So there you have it, my 10 reasons why Wiz is waifu material. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and share it with someone you know who loves Wiz. Same goes for the other Konosuba waifus, especially the useless one. If you haven't left a comment yet, be sure to leave your thoughts about Wiz. I can't wait to read them. Until then, I'm Waifu Hunter Chris Gamefield. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.